Welcome back, everybody. This is chapter 15 of the Year of the Dog. This one is called the Science Fair. The Science Fair was on Saturday. It didn't seem fair that we had to go to school on Saturday, but our teacher said it was the only way everyone could see all the projects. I was glad everyone was going to see our project. I couldn't wait until they heard what we discovered. Feed Your Plant Soda for Optimal Growth by Melody Ling and Grace Lynn, our Science Fair banner. Melody and I taped our posters on the wall. Our largest poster said, "Feed your plant soda for optimal growth." I had drawn a picture of a pea plant and a bottle of ginger ale next to it. We hung that one right in the middle. We put our plants on the table with a carton of milk, a bottle of soda, a cup of orange juice, and a watering can. The plants were very small and scrawny. They didn't look anything like my drawings. Becky and Charlotte came over to our table while I was trying to make our plants look better by drawing pictures on the pots. The pictures didn't help. "Those plants don't look that good," Charlotte said. "Did you really water one with soda?" "Yes," Melody said, "and we made a scientific discovery. This is our lucky year." Becky and Charlotte looked puzzled, so I explained the idea to them. "Melody and I were born in the year of the tiger," I told them. "So the year of the dog is really lucky for us. We'll probably win the blue ribbon." "But I'm the same age as you," Becky said, "so I was born the year of the tiger too, so that means I'm just as lucky as you are. Maybe we'll win the blue ribbon." Melody and I looked at each other. We hadn't thought of that. How could all of us be lucky when there was only one blue ribbon? "We're luckier because it's the Chinese year of the dog," Melody said, "and Grace and I aren't Chinese." I could see Becky didn't agree. But Miss Malone, Melody's teacher, came into the room and told everyone to go stand by their projects. "We're ready to start judging the science fair," Miss Malone said. "And this year we're especially lucky. My good friend Mr. McNeely is going to be our guest judge. He is a scientist. He works at NASA." "Lucky," Melody nudged me. "See, with him here, we'll definitely get the blue ribbon." "But he's from NASA," I whispered to Melanie. "That's like the space shuttle. He's probably an astronaut. He won't know about plants." "Astronauts are scientists," she whispered back, "and scientists know about science. We're going to win. I know it." We waited a long time for Mr. McNeely to come to our project. When he did, he looked surprised. "Well, this is an interesting project," he said, and he picked up our report and started reading it. We nudged each other. Here was our good luck. "However," he said to us, "I'm not sure your results substantiate your claim. Were your plants in a controlled environment?" I looked at Melody. Her grin had completely disappeared. "Our water plant is the control," I told him, remembering what Mom had called it. I felt very smart. "No, I meant, did you give each plant the same amount of liquid, and did they each get the same sun exposure?" he said. "Well, there wasn't enough room in the window for the water plant, so I put that one on the table in the other room," I said, suddenly not feeling very smart. "It might have gotten less light, and we didn't measure how much we gave them." Mr. McNeely said, frowning. "Then I'm afraid your scientific method was seriously flawed." Melody and I looked at each other. We didn't feel so lucky anymore. "To get true results, you should do this project over again with at least 10 plants for each liquid in a controlled environment," he continued. "And then you should do a chlorophyll test." When he left, Melody and I were very quiet. "I don't think he liked it," Melody said. "He did say it was interesting," I said. "But I really thought we had discovered something," Melody said. He sounded glum. He thought it was a terrible project. "He didn't say it was terrible," I said. "He said we were seriously flawed," Melody said. "That's scientist talk for terrible." We sat down at our table depressed. The science fair that had been so colorful and thrilling an hour ago was now gray and dull. "I didn't know scientists had to do all of that stuff," I said. "Maybe I didn't want to be a scientist after all. It looked like I didn't have any science talent." "Did you know what he was talking about?" "No," Melody said, and we both laughed. An hour later, Miss Malone came back into the room. We watched her hand Charlotte and Becky the blue ribbon. Then their pictures were taken for the school newspaper. "I guess Charlotte and Becky have more luck than we do after all," Melody said, "even though they're not Chinese." "Maybe because Becky is a dog," I said. "Dogs are probably better friends with other dogs than they are with tigers." "Yeah," Melody said. "Scruffy probably put in a good word for them." "Or maybe they just had a better project," I said. "Maybe," Melody said, "but I bet it was Scruffy." All right, my friends, we're going to move on to chapter 16 here shortly. I'm sorry if you heard my dog whining in the background. He wants me to go play with him outside, so that's why he's making a lot of noise. But I will see you next time for chapter 16.